Still in the southwest, at the third annual capacity building development of the Ogun State Traffic Compliance Corps, a professor from the Center of Transport Services, Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ago-Iwoye, in Ogun State, insists the federal government should be thinking of other means of transportation besides road for the added advantage of diversifying the economy.
All of us cannot be going in the same direction at the same time, which actually causes excessive speed as well as overuse of those one single road. We should open up network facilities for us to move. Perhaps more important is our dominance of road. 95% of the carriage of our mobility in this country within is done by road. This makes it very, very unsafe. Our diversification, particularly by rail, although the federal government have started doing certain things, is also becoming unperceptive. It's becoming too slow. We're supposed to have embarked on this probably about 80, 90 years ago. But nevertheless, because of what they are doing, they also have to move very fast. Other diversification is those that are actually in the waterbound area, the internal waterways should actually be developed so that our ferry services could be done. Some of us are recently engaged in the policy for Lagos State government, and we find out that we are almost 9 million people are moving by road in Lagos. Only 14,000 are moved by internal waterways, and just 700 are moved by rail in a day. No country as large as 188 million people will be able to survive and ensure the well-being of its citizens with key kind of intermodal structure.
The Vom-Manchok Road in Plateau State, north-central Nigeria, serves as an alternate road to travelers coming from the northeast and parts of north-central Nigeria. It's a link for travelers going to Kaduna State and the Federal Capital Territory. The traditional ruler of Ganawuri expresses concern that the road, which was constructed in 2003, has seen better days.
When this road was constructed and opened for traffic, people going to Abuja found it a very, very convenient road because it is one of the easiest ways to get into Abuja. It's better than going through Kefi, Nyanya, because of the high traffic in that place. And also people coming from Jos and going to Kaduna also find it very, very convenient because of the bad road between Jos and Saminaga going into Zaria before you go to Kaduna. And therefore, when this road was opened, well, it became a very, very busy road. And therefore, when this road became so bad, I think the economic worth of our place also fell.
The Federal Ministry of Power, Works and Housing seems to have the situation well in hand with palliatives, but says beyond that, other federal roads are being repaired.
One of such is Shendan, Kugwe, Namu, Pandan Road. For those that are familiar with that road provides a link between Plateau State and Nasarawa State.
The Enugu-Onitsha Expressway at Anambra State, southeast Nigeria, from Awka down to the Amobia axis, is a site of abandonment. The federal government awarded the contract to Reynolds Construction Company, RCC. But the story of this road over 10 years has grown from bad to worse. At the Amobia axis, Vehicles struggle to survive on this portion of road. If they are not stuck in the mud, they strain against it or cannot move owing to damage. Some young men now eke out a living by helping to lift out broken down vehicles for a fee.
From Enugu, they claim that this road, now I'm walking from Enugu, right, down to Onitsha. But for long, over a time now, we have seen nothing. Rather, the road keeps on getting bad every time.
Just a little further down, another truck is broken down with a falling container near it. Other vehicles squeeze between the problematic ones, even as handymen try to hammer the vehicle back to life. And the driver laments his many woes.
It's 4 days now from Onitsha to Okaye. My motor spoiled on Sunday. I have to wait on Monday before mechanic come and repair it. They repair it at Onitsha toll gate. Before this Summit side again, it spoiled again. We have to wait there the second day. Do it again. On my way coming here again, it's still spoiled for this junction again. When one motor with trailer will fall, so we have to maneuver. So and I'm applied this road about 16 years ago now. This road, I don't know. And our governor is trying, but we are surprised about this one. This one is tire us.
Still at Amobia, an articulated vehicle's tires are buried in mud. One side of the dual carriageway has been abandoned, while cars drive dangerously in two-way traffic on the other side. Vehicles break down in the middle of the highway.
Before I can put this vehicle in order here, it's not small thing. It's money that I'm supposed to do other things that I will spend unnecessary now because of bad road.
Some cars brave the flood. Business along this axis is affected in unexpected ways.
When we sample our gates, we find it difficult for customers to come because some motors, like these big vehicles, usually used to pass this road. So we find our gates stained. And when customers come to look over it, they will just say poto or just a stain. So we have to repair it before they buy.
More vehicle casualties at Umunya. The driver resorts to digging to free it from the mud. In some areas, erosion has set in. These are palliative measures being carried out by the state government until federal help comes.
We understand that federal government, they say they awarded this contract to RCC, but we can't wait for them. And His Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State, had directed that we make this road passable.
The Anambra State Ministry of Works, they give us this place to make it motorable because it's a very bad area. And even the big trucks cannot pass from here. So by the end of this day, everybody can pass this road.
The Enugu-Port Harcourt Road has become slightly more motorable since the rains stopped. Vehicles move slowly and carefully to navigate the rough terrain. It could almost be taken for an inner road considering the pace of pedestrians along the sides. A section of it looks like nothing more than packed earth. A bus is being pushed to start. It's in vain. Taking care of federal roads and major highways would go a long way to save lives from not just accidents, but robberies as well. A smooth and accessible network of roads would also be a great boost to economic activity across the country. That's all on this episode of Big Story. See you next time. I am Mary Alale Yusuf.